Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Always appreciate you. Always appreciate you. So I'm gonna get straight to what I'm gonna talk about today. So as you guys all seen or may have seen, the Super Bowl, and I'm not just talking about specifically the Niners and the Chiefs playing. I'm talking about the advertisements and the commercials that were pushed upon the 123.4 million people that were watching. So as you guys seen, or may have not seen, there were some seeds of brainwashing in these commercials and these advertisements, you know, in regards to the Palestine and Israel conflict. So imagine 123.4 million people watching the Super Bowl in Israel. The Israeli propaganda machine did not take, no breaks. They saw this as an opportunity to brainwash the masses. So during the Super Bowl, fans were exposed to some very expensive commercials. One of them talked about ending anti-Semitism in the United States, while another one tried to get support from Americans for Israel's war in Gaza. So the first commercial I'm going to show you guys was like a 30-second ad with someone by the name of Clarence B. Jones. He was someone who worked close with Martin Luther King, and he was just talking about the injustice and stuff like that. So let me just show you guys the clip.
Sometimes I imagine what I'd write today for my dear friend Martin. I'd remind people that all hate thrives on one thing: silence. The people who will change the nation are those who speak out, who refuse to be bystanders, who raise their voices against injustice. When we stand up to silence, we stand up to all hate.
Very, very smart.
So yeah, this clip was, it's a pretty good commercial, but you guys can see the narrative they're trying to push out, and you can see that Israel is paying people to support that narrative, So I just let the commercial speak for itself. Don't want to talk too much about that. And in the second ad I'm going to show you guys, it was titled "All the Dads," the funny ones, the silly ones, and the strong ones. So yeah, let me show you guys that one too.
To all the dads, the funny ones, the silly ones, the strong ones, the adventurous ones. To all the dads held in captivity by Hamas for over 120 days, we vow to bring you home.
So as you guys see in the commercial, again, it looks very convincing, trying to show, these hostages and stuff like that. But it's just very shocking and disturbing to me how Israel propaganda can really, their commercials are very influencing. They know what they're doing and they know how to get to the people. But the thing that was really interesting to me was that while all this propaganda that was being aired on TV during the Super Bowl to gain emotional support, at that same exact time, people in Palestine are being bombed and killed. So it was just interesting how 123.4 million people are watching the Super Bowl, but they also have to watch these ads that are trying to support Israel at the same time while Israel is committing atrocities. At the same time while these commercials are being played, Palestine is being bombed, and they use it as an opportunity to justify their actions.
I don't like this at all.
Yeah, as you guys seen, like I said, the commercials were very, heart-touching, and it brainwashed a lot of people. There was a lot of people, that were convinced that, yeah, Israel needs our support. They need our solidarity and all that stuff. And it's it's just interesting how in the ad, Israel was saying that these hostages that have been kept captive for 120 days and all that, but there was not one commercial that mentioned the 280,000 Palestinian lives that were lost, nor the 11,500 children that were killed, and the people are still being tortured at this moment. There was not one commercial or just anyone saying anything about the Palestinian voice. This technique that Israel is using is not a new one. Like, it's an ancient technique, you know, like making it seem like the other opposite side are criminals so they can justify their war atrocities. This type of propaganda is very dangerous, and like, although they can hide their true intentions from the mass or from the world, they can't hide their intentions from God. And you know, God is the watcher of all things, and he's keeping tabs, you know. So I just want to say I'm sorry for all my 49er fans out there, and you know, I'm just still saddened by all the unfortunate things going on in the world right now. So I just wanted to bring this up today, just a very short video, just to show you guys how sneaky they are and how they can really have influence. Like, even in the Super Bowl, like they can put ads like that in the Super Bowl. It's just, to me, it's just, yeah, sometimes I'm just lost for words. Sometimes I don't even know what to say anymore. But I just hope this video just shows you guys how hard Israel's working right now to justify everything that they're doing right now to the people of Palestine. So just want to say, free Palestine, free the world. You know, I hope all this corruption can just come to an end one day, you know. I know we're far from that, you know. There's always gonna be another Palestine, you know. There's always gonna be dictators like Israel. So I just want to say that, like, at the end of the day, may we just keep speaking against the injustice going on in the world and just pray for a better future, you know. Like, literally all we can do is prepare for the worst and pray for the best, and just leave it as that, you know. Don't be afraid to use your voice, and don't be afraid to pray, because prayers can go a long way. I really mean that. So thank you guys for staying tuned all the way through, and hope to see y'all next time. Thank you so much.